Well, we're getting into pre-open now, and in fact, we're coming to the end of pre-open. For starters, we're going to be starting above that 18,350. Remember, positioning is such that towards 18,400, we're likely to see some resistance. Straight off the bat, Dr. Reddy's, that's down close to around 4%. L&T is down close to around 2.5%, and both of them are putting some pressure on the index. So we're down a little bit from the top. The Nifty Bank, though, that's off in style. Adani Enterprises is going to be considering some fundraising. That stock is up close to around 2%. Overnight, you had the Nasdaq that was up close to around 1%, and it has a bit of a rub-off on some of those IT stocks out here. Case in point being Tech Mahindra, which is open mildly higher. You have Infosys as well, that's higher, and HCL Tech as well. So the Nifty IT index has opened up well in the green. From the frontline names that are doing quite well, Ratnamani Metals, well, we told you those numbers are quite good. That's the best quarter that we have ever seen. The only problem is, can they replicate this? Because margins have come in close to around 20%. The management has been telling us, and they told us in our special show as well, that mid-teens is something that they're looking at. But for starters, that one's opened up with a gain of around 7%. Volume's not very, very high out there. Gujarat Gas, the bull seems to be outdoing the bear. That stock is up close to around 3.5%. GSPL as well up close to around 2%. And you have Godrej Consumer as well that's opened up well in the green. On the flip side, you have Oil India that's opened up with a bit of a negative take. What else will be?
Well, I guess, Nigel, as you pointed out, Reddy's and L&T, they are the big headlines on the way down, and the two stocks that are weighing down the index. iShares is a little quiet ahead of its numbers. But aside of these two big boys, there's not much else on the downside of the screen. So it's just small incremental increases from here on. The Nifty is managing about a 22 point up move. HDFC is providing some support. HDFC Bank is up 0.5%. Infosys is putting on about 0.7%. Asian Paints is positive ahead of its earnings today. Kotak, SBI, some of the banking names are trying to find a little more traction. So you don't have any high-flying move on the bull side in the morning, but small incremental steps on the northward trajectory. That's what we have, at least as of now in the open. I noticed Varun Beverages, a stock that Prashant was just discussing with Deepan earlier, still up 2.5% higher after its massive move yesterday as well. Some of the railway stocks like Aircon have started out positive. Zomato is up to 2.5%. RVNL is up another 2.5%. IRFC, so railways, that continues to be the undying theme in the market. The Bank Nifty is looking better now, 150 points higher. The Nifty is still quiet, just 20 points of the up move. And in terms of the news flow stocks, I guess Ratnamani, as Nigel pointed out, is the big winner. On the earnings chart, if there's one mid-cap earning that really is blowing the lights away, it is Ratnamani. But Prashant, otherwise, very quiet, searching for some direction and meaningful support from any of the biggies.
Oh, absolutely. And which is kind of hard to find at this point, right? I mean, because the two earnings are disappointed, as we were highlighting, both L&T and Dr. Reddy's. The market's up just 23 points, 18,340 or so is where we are at. So it's a slightly higher start, but that's about it. Market breadth, I mean, it's still early because stocks are still opening and, we are yet to pick a trend one way or the other. But market breadth, for what it's worth at this point, is is in favor of advances by some 4:1. So that is good. 1,450 stocks higher and about 300 stocks are lower. These rail stocks last few days corrected. I mean, I think RVNL, for example, lost about 15%. In the last 3 or 4 days. It's up about 3%. It's coming up with very large volumes, mind you. Adani Enterprises is up about 2%, 1930 on Adani Enterprises. It's on large volumes as well. Gujarat Gas is up 3%. Gujarat Consumer Products is up 2%. Zomato, which had corrected last 2 days, it's up about 1.5%. I think we mentioned the rest, Ratnamani, Varun Beverages, etc. Aircon is coming up with about a 3% gain as well. GSFC, Greaves Cotton is up about 2.5%. I can go down the list, but volumes are a little lacking at this stage. Dream Folks is another one, which is up 3%. Relaxo Footwear, that's another one, which is coming up with some 3-4% in gains. The two big losers, of course, still are L&T and Dr. Reddy's. And you can throw in a Hindalco as well. Hindalco is down 2.5%. It's coming up as the third largest volume-led loser across the board. So that is Hindalco. Paytm is down 1.25%, 719. And you got Mankind, which day before yesterday up on listing saw a very large pop. Yesterday sold off some pullback, actually, 3-4%, and it's down about 1% right now as well. So for now, it's a higher start, but more in the flat zone.